Welcome back to Spirit Tail Farms. Figured we'd chat a little bit while everybody eats. And we'll kind of go from there. Lola, you got a bucket over there. Go look, Lola. Lola. Go over there and eat. Go eat, Lola. Come on, go over there. Go to the bucket. Go to the bucket. All right. I guess she's not going to be the smart one today. Look, Lola. Well, thanks for joining me today. It's kind of cloudy. Oh, but I ordered something yesterday that I have been needing for the last few years. Lola, what's the matter? Why aren't you eating? I might have to catch her later and worm her. Lyra! Why do I gotta babysit goats? Lyra, that's not yours. Go back to your bucket. Lola, that's not your bucket. Lulu! Why'd you go over there? Don't do it. Go eat. But it'll be here in a few days, just in time for breeding season to start. Lyra, go. Oh, babysitting. It's so much fun. Don't even go to that bucket. Alright, I guess I need to see if there's any more in there. There's got to be some more in that bucket. What are you doing, Lyra? Get out of my bucket. Go back over to your bucket. Oh. You know you're going to get in trouble. Get out, Lyra. Lyra! Go to your bucket. Look, Kalani's eating it. I gave you more. Get over there. Go. Look. Kalani's eating it. You're not even supposed to be in there, little lamb. Oh, goodness gracious. Gray balls of fire. And Lyra, I put more food in your feeder. I put more food in your feeder. Kalani's eating it. She don't need all that. Go. Now Lulu's eating it. Get over there. Oh. Things we go through. And I don't know why. I'm going to have to catch Lola and get her wormed, obviously. Not sure why she's not wanting any grain. Open this back up. But, whew. Another semi-windy day today here in Kansas, which is great. But I'll have that prize I ordered. It's for my buck, which I've been needing one for quite a few years now. And I couldn't decide on which color, so I ultimately ended up with orange. I have enough black goats that anything dark wouldn't have worked, and I have enough white goats that anything light wouldn't have worked, so... And orange was the brightest color I could find. So that's what we're getting. We're getting orange. But it should help me document who's in heat and who's not as soon as I turn my buck loose. So that's going to be interesting. I'm going to have all sorts of colored orange goats, which is going to be quite hilarious, but it's absolutely needed. I've got enough. Oh, Lyra! Lyra, get out. Are you done? Oh. Goodness gracious. These girls. Something else. We can go through and meet a few of them. Neely. No, you don't want to look at the camera. Neely. She is a 4-year-old doe. And she is out of my Max Boar line, which I absolutely love. That's my original buck that I started with was a Max Boar buck that I semi-rescued. He came from, I bought him off of a kid that had bought him at an auction, so on and so forth. And he came down with founder and he was sick, and I pretty much paid $100 for him and got him out of that situation. And of course, when I went through my divorce, I had to pretty much sell off everything I had. So I sold him along with, I don't know, I think I had 12 extra goats at the time. I only brought 4 out with me when I moved out from Ohio to the Midwest. And those 4 were Lainey Lou, her daughter Laylee, Ebony, and there's one more. Who was it? Oh, it's been a few years. But anyways, I started out with those 4, and this is pretty much everybody except for Shimmy Off, which is my only registered doe. Everybody else was born here on the farm. And they've either, passed away on the farm here because they just got old age, or Lyra. Me and Lyra. She came from a Nubian doe that I bought out of Oklahoma. Beautiful, beautiful doe, but just wild as wild can be. Well, she had 3 kids, and she didn't want Lyra. So I ultimately ended up bottle feeding her, and now she's a complete nightmare. She thinks she owns the roost, which in a way she kind of does, because she is the biggest doe now. until Shimmy Off decides that she's gonna take over the role. But we've got, I think I've got 3 lines going. So I've got, oh, Missy was the other goat we brought out from Ohio. She was actually my daughter's fair goat. So all these goats here are from those original 4 goats that I had. Huh, Sugar. Sugar is a daughter of Missy. Yeah. And then Kalani, Neely, Nala, Lulu are all from my Max Boar line. Eclipse, Sugar, Belle, Susie Q are all from Missy's line, which is a Boar Nubian line. She was just a basic, simple crossbred doe that we picked up for fairly cheap. And then Lyra is the only, Lyra and Lamb are the only 2 goats I have off of Octavia's line, the line I bought out of Oklahoma. And then my buck, she's unrelated to everybody, except for the 4 new babies. So he'll have a good long, at least 2 or 3 years of breeding the current does. And I'll eventually probably split his pasture up and get another unrelated buck. Hopefully full-blooded buck. Papers or not, papers really don't matter to me, to breed Riot's offspring. So I didn't keep any kids from Riot the first year I bred him. But this year I kept the 4. So I should have a good 3 or 4, maybe even 5 years with that buck before I have to switch him out for another buck. And hopefully I'll be able to switch him out with another registered buck of a different bloodline eventually. But we'll get on more with the does here. Miss Eclipse. Eclipse and Sugar, or Susie Q, are pretty much spitting image of each other. I mean, if I got a, is that you? Do you see yourself in there? Yeah. Susie's got a little nip in her ear. That's the only way I could tell her apart from Eclipse, which is walking right behind her. But out in the field, it's real hard to tell them apart without being able to see that little nip in her ear. She got a little close to the dog's food. And they learned real quick that the dog's food is off limits. So a couple of them have little nips here and there in their ears. They learned real quick that the dog dude is not a thing for them to have. So, and we'll come over here. We've got Symphony and her daughter Piper, which will be a 3-year-old, I believe. She should be 4 or 5. I'd have to go back in my records to figure out exactly how old each of them are. I think Maya and Piper are the last 2 from my last buck. And then the 4 new ones is how that goes. Hi, Maya. And she's actually out of Lyra. She was Lyra's doe kid a couple years ago. Huh. Yes, Kit, I hear ya. So anyways, I want to thank everybody for watching. And as soon as my order comes in, I'll let you guys see it. And we will kind of go from there on what date I want to put my buck in with my does. Because I think I'm going to go ahead and move Miss Sugar and the 4 babies into the buck's pen, and then let Riot out into the doe's pen. Because I figured that there's definitely a couple does that probably won't walk for me on a lead or anything, and I just, with my tennis elbow and the probably nerve damage in my elbow, Emma, that I don't want to have to move a whole bunch of goats over into the buck's pen. Emma Rose, come on. Come on. Let's go. I really need to get a holder for my phone. It'd make things a whole lot easier. Miss Emma, you snuck out. I thought you were in the pasture. Lucky. What's up with your eye? Did you get something in your eye? Oh, goodness. So, this will probably be the short 15-minute, 20-minute video. Miss Belle, she's out of the Missy line. But anyways, I will get off of here, and I want to thank everybody for watching, and I will see you on the next one. Love what you do what you love. Have a great evening, everybody. Hi, big man. What are you doing? You stink, buddy. You stink, buddy. Looks like he's got a chicken on his side here. Even with the feathers that stick up. Riot! Riot! Hi, buddy. All right, Moby, you're not helping. You're not helping. You're not helping. Man.